on, guys. Race today at Suzuka. Good evening, Josh, Vic. The qualifying is just finishing up. And then we will get on to the racing action, which are all ready and waiting to watch. Shouldn't be too far away. Still got time on the timer, so that means I'm on time. That means the race is on time. Oh, let her rip, tater chip. Ryan Bessie, Spec 1. What is going on, bro? Now, I don't know if it's new, but if you go to the member list on the lobby screen, you can actually see the tyres everyone's picked. So I'm just going to sit here and wait, and everybody's on softs. Who's in the Vantage? Gnarly's picked mediums to start. They're still going through their tyre selection. Everyone else is on soft, but it looks like Gnarly's going to get the medium out of the way from the start. Everyone else, other tyre selections are coming in. Still soft. Looks like most of the field's going soft. Gnarly's changed his tyres to soft. So if you had medium ticked off for Gnarly, cross it out. Mediums for Neen Tisto. So wait and see. Looks like some last minute changes. Just got Catch and J-Mag to pick. Evening, Robert. Welcome. Medium, Neen Tisto, medium. He's the only one. Catch. Still yet to pick. No worries, Notaku. It's good to have you back. And if anyone was wanting to watch Talking eSports yesterday, sorry, I had issues again. So, Catch is on mediums too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So that means Neen Tisto and Catch are going to start this race on the medium tyre. The rest of them yet to go. Yeah, if you want to watch Talking eSports, guys, it's going to be a unscheduled show. It's going to be live when I do it, but it's going to be an unscheduled show from now on. The usual time on Sundays at 3 p.m. for me, local time. Just isn't working out. So I'm going to do the show when I can. Which means if you do want to watch the eSports show, which we're going to talk all things sim racing and everything happening in the sim racing community, make sure you've liked either on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Mixer, wherever you want to watch us from. So that won't be scheduled, but I will try to give you fair warning on Facebook and Discord. There should be the Discord link in the description of the video. And also, I'm just trying to think, what's the last thing? I usually forget to tell everyone. I'll have to come back to that. It usually is interesting. There's usually a lot going on that you just don't see unless you're watching and following it. So I've got a lot of backed up news that I'm just not going to worry about moving forward because there's 3 weeks of eSports stuff that it's old news now. But there is still some relevant news, including, this is one you probably didn't know, guys, was Max Verstappen iRacing. He was banned along with 20 other of the top drivers in the Porsche Pro division. That was due to a qualifying and warm-up of the tyre rule. They changed the physics or something with the tyres. Everyone discovered that if you did burnouts, it warmed the tyres up, so everyone did burnouts, but it was against the sporting regulations. There was a bit of backlash for about a day, and then iRacing came to their senses and unbanned Max Verstappen. But for a moment, Max Verstappen on Team Redline was banned along with 20 other of the top Porsche Pro Series drivers on iRacing. Huge news there. That's the sort of stuff I want to talk about. So if you didn't know that happened and you're interested in sim racing, make sure you're following us here in Demo 1. That's going to come up. We're about to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along, Earl. Axel, it is showtime. It is hilarious. Yeah, just iRacing changed the rules. They changed. Basically, what happened is they changed the physics, then they changed the rules. So the sporting regulations is available. They updated it on a forum, on a sub forum, somewhere where no one saw it, and yeah, everyone got caught out. And then iRacing were just like, well, it was only a qualifying race too. They were just like, you're banned. Alrighty. We're good to go. We're waiting for the race to start. We shouldn't be too far away because we've only got 54 seconds until stream start. Welcome along, Bethany on Mixer. What is that? Does that say hype? Is that a hype burger? I like it. Hype burger. Yeah. And there's heaps of other news, like guys leaving the F1 eSports team. One of the drivers from the Haas team, forgotten his name, I don't have the notes in front of me. He's left the group. He left the Formula 1 Haas team. And yeah, all sorts of other things. But welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is Demo 1 Garage broadcasting the SFR GT Challenge. This is the Elite Division, live here in Demo 1. And here's your grid. Early strategy tells us that Catch and Neen Tisto are starting on the mediums. The rest of the grid on the soft. Let's get this underway and running. Bautista on the front row. Revs are high. It's Neen Tisto just in behind his teammate Bautista in that Lamborghini. Gets off to a flying start using all four wheels to catapult him down towards the first turn. And J-Mag gives him close corners. Combat formula there. Just a little bit of a touch on the back quarter panel of Neen Tisto. And he's unfazed by that one. Catches following suit as well. Swordsman from the Nezo Racing team. In that Mazda following close in behind the red and blue. Nicely shows up. A little bit similar to our Demo 1 Ferrari. But look at the green machines. Pink side mirrors is Catch. And the other colour, I didn't quite say, I think it's green or white, is Gnarly. And these Aston Martins right now holding their station well. Bautista, though, leading this race by 5/10 over J-Mag, who's also trying to keep close in behind that Lamborghini. And Arrowhead from Rockefeller Racing doing a fantastic job as well. And he's not too far off in behind. Fourth place is Super Q, one of the reserves here tonight. You might know him as Ninja. Formula there. And there's Judoka from D&A in 6th place. AMG Mercedes up the front and in the midfield. And Neen Tisto on those medium tyres has fallen back to 8th place. Catch is now quickly catching him. I hate it when I say that, because I say the catch word twice in about 3 or 2 words, so it's not very good vocabulary. Anyway, we'll get over that. Everybody slipstreaming, everybody up towards the end of the circuit now. The end of the first lap, it's been fairly clean actually, so everybody be nice and happy about how that has formed out for them. But back up the front, it's Bautista just keeping station. J-Mag ahead of Arrowhead here. Let's see if anyone can't get a change of position before the end of this one. fella boy's been putting in the work at Suzuka. Looks likely. It does look likely early on. Everybody's had a really good start. So everybody should be really pleased how that has gone about. To keep the race start, this was on board with J-Mag. The lights, 5 lights. They were racing. Isn't it interesting? In GT racing, they have the green lights. Formula One, they just lights out. It was a good run up towards turn 1. Arrowhead got nice and tight in behind. Bit of a touch there, nothing, to be too concerned about. But Autista, he led comfortably from the start. Yeah, Arrowhead is looking strong up into 3rd place. Ryan Bessie, welcome along, and thank you for the like, Ryan. Thank you for your ongoing support tonight. If you want to show your support as well, don't forget you can hit the like button. I think Vic and Eric have also done that earlier on as well, so thank you for hitting the like there, guys. Joshua Montfort as well. Old train, he's going strong. The Suzuka train, choo-choo. Here we go, Super Q. He's the engine pulling this one along in the Honda NSX. Is there a move? Not quite just yet. Everybody staying in formation, as it were. Judoka has a bit of a move. Formula. He tries to get him up the inside at the triangle, but Super Q all over it in the Honda. Power down, traction down up towards the front straight again. They're going to be side by side up towards the first turn. I think Gnarly was in the pits there. Not sure what that was about. We'll have another look. I don't think he was. Super Q. Oh, he's going to be overtaken. Judoka. That was a little bit chaotic, and the Honda NSX of Q caught out unawares as both Judoka and Formula squeezed their way past, and that was uncompromising as well. Those AMG Mercedes, they had the pace, they took it. This is the replay. Yeah, 130R Prince. I don't know if we'll see much action at 130R. It's going to be probably down into turn 1. Look how much later Formula was on the brakes there. Judoka did the same thing, just flying past that driver door of Q. Uncompromising overtake there. Oh, DJ, a little bit wide out of the Degners, but this train, now this engine, Gnarly is the engine here. Let's have a look at the tyre. Oh, he's going to get overtaken. Exotica just flicks it up the inside. Gnarly's back on the attack though, and he puts Exotica back in his place. That GTR, that's got, without BOP, that GTR would have the most brake horsepower of all the cars on track. So BOP equaling things up nicely. Gnarly got away nicely through there. I think Exotica had a bit of trouble. Oh, Spike Lord, Speak Loud rather, in some trouble. Who else was in contact there? Neen Tisto. Oh, that's the Nezo Racing Team Swordsman. And huge drama. Neen Tisto and Nitaku. Nitaku backs off. Not surprisingly, into 130R, Nitaku gets through. But it was Speak Loud in some drama. Have a look at this. We're not sure what happened. Catch. The two teammates coming back up on each other. Oh, Speak he wanted to go around. And Nezo tried to get out, the Swordsman tried to get out of the way. And yeah, it just wasn't happening, was it? Easy mistake to make there. And that puts Speak Loud back down into 13th. Bautista leads. Only 5/10 though. He hasn't been able to gain much of a distance on the two and behind. Let's give you a tyre update. There seems to have been some changes through the field. The leader on the softs, not surprisingly. J-Mag the same. Arrowhead follows suit. Looking for anyone different. Formula. They're all on the soft here at the moment. Gnarly there. Medium for Catch. We've got that one ticked off. Soft for Neen Tisto. So he's gotten rid of the mediums. Nitaku, soft. Speak Loud, soft. Mediums for Swordsman. We've lost one driver. I'm just trying to... I don't know who it is. No, Exotic is here. Anyway, we have lost a driver. There was supposed to be 15, there's 14 drivers. I don't know when we lost that driver, but anyway. Bautista up to 130R now. He's got the lead nicely. J-Mag still chugging in behind. He's trying to catch the man in the Lamborghini. But these AMG Mercedes just running out of power. Bit of puff. Prince doesn't know how to sport well. It's an open slather, isn't it, Prince? You can pick absolutely anybody you want. Judoka in a bit of a no man's land. Here goes Super Q once again. And DJ, they're putting on a fantastic show for us. And Formula squeezes on by. Q is not as confident as the rest of the field, it would seem, up into the first turn. Because DJ and Formula have just made an absolute meal of it again. The chase. Bit of bump drafting going on there. It's a bit unique to GT Sport. Up into the first turn. Oh, way later braking. I think Q knew that was coming too. DJ though and Formula giving each other a good run for the money. Up into the Degners now. It's tight formation once again. But still, it's still train racing, you could call it. There hasn't been much battles as we've hit lap 5 here at Suzuka. It's just one of those tracks which is like that. But these two right now are giving us something to bite onto. Formula, he's not going to have a go there, surely he's not. DJ's got this one covered. Down up towards 130R. Big slipstreaming opportunity. Formula tucked in tight. Getting all the benefit he can. He's looking for a way through. DJ's gone into the middle of the road. Cuts back across onto the racing line. Up into 130R. He's a little bit wide. All 4 wheels off. Up towards the triangle section. Formula once again. Just doesn't have the pace on him. Wyatt Harker, thank you for following. Look at the traction he's got out of the exit now, up towards the start-finish line. They're going to be side by side. DJ, he's had to just back off and get back into the slipstream of Formula. So a great little scrap forming between these two AMG drivers. Let's have a look. Look at the exit that Formula gets out of here. It was just superior by all means. Tyres are starting to wear away there on DJ's car. DJ getting pressurised now by Q. Q starting to get a bit of confidence through the corners. Into turn 1 is where he was struggling earlier on. This is Exotica in the GTR. Now Neen Tisto in 9th place. Don't ever count out Neen Tisto. That is a dangerous, dangerous precedent to set. It's a dangerous thing to do. Thank you, Nathan Browning, now following us as well. Lots of new supporters coming in today. And Super Q looks like he's about to be pushed back to probably 9th place. I don't think he's going to be able to deal with the likes of Exotica and Neen Tisto. Here we go. He does. Not surprising. Q has let that one just slip on by. Thank you, Dave G, as well, joining in the follow train in the slipstream of those following in before him. Welcome, Dave G. Lots of action here today. Ninti's up towards 138. He's not going to have a go on that inside, surely. No, bullied. He tried to bully Q. Q was well aware of what he was doing there. The leaders are into the pit lane, and you can see soft tyres they started on. So Judoka now ahead. Chris Brooker liked the stream. Thank you, Chris. Let's see, do they change to their tyre strategy here? Bit of fuel from Judoka there, bit of a late splash as well, splash and dash. And everybody exiting the pit lane. Nintisto up into 4th place. DJ into 6th. Catch will come amongst all the traffic. Catch, remember, on the softs, used his mediums early on, and he's now back onto the soft tyre. So Catch has ticked off the medium. We've lost Nutaku there. No, Nutaku had issues, an injury, so maybe that's it's been enough. The schedule is on the website, Prince, yeah? If you go to Demo 1 and then hit the menu and then go to the stream calendar link, that's the schedule there. Actually, I don't think I put SFR on the calendar because they had a week off and then I forgot to update it. So you won't find this race on there, but I will update them. I will update those later today. So next week, same time, we'll have the Pro Division here at Suzuka and then round 8 in 2 weeks as well. So they had Super Bowl Sunday off. I forgot about that. I knew I forgot to do something yesterday. It was update the calendar. Let's get a bit of a tyre compound update. So everybody has rotated through, it would seem. These guys, though, are yet to run their mandatory medium compound. Arrowhead is in the same boat. Nintisto up into 4th. Judoka there side by side with him. Is Judoka going to get it? Oh, he squeezes on through. And the AMG just ahead of the man in the Toyota. Don't ever count out Nintisto. So Judoka, slipstream for a long, long time. And the man from the Puerto Rico e-racing club just had to let this one slip on by, I think. Judoka showed a nose. And then into the apex. Yeah, Nintisto knew that was happening. He's down into 5th though. Softs for Formula 2. Ooh, Catch and Exotica. They're giving each other a good run. The GTR swaying from left to right. The heavy beast using all of its 600 and odd brake horsepower. Can't remember the exact number, but it's in the 600s. It is balance and performance though. Ooh, come on, Exotica, looking for a way through. He just can't squeeze the huge body of the Nissan through. Oh, that was surely a late dive. Catch will not be happy. Q in the back watches it all unfold in front of him. Have a look at this. Oh, there was a lot of banging and clanging going on there. He's now easily ahead of... Catch did have issues, so, you know, Exotica was more than in his rights to go for that. Catch did really well to get himself out of trouble, though, but he's now back into 9th place. Gelson, welcome. It's not... You mean third? Third for Rockefeller. There he is, Arrowhead in 3rd. Apex Motorsports at the moment is leading the elite division, but that's probably going to change today. Puerto Rico e-racing club in 2nd. They've got 150 points. Team Phoenix 130. DNA have got 127, so they're probably going to pop on up to 3rd. Rockefeller are down there in 5th place overall. They've got 94 and Black Dragon 68. So they're the only 2 teams yet to hit triple digits. The lead is starting to grow slightly. Thank you, Joe Mahoney, supporting us here and hitting the like button. Thank you very much, bro. These 2, though, it's been an extra 4 tenths over the laps that we've watched. And Autista is doing a fantastic job at the moment, leading this race. Formula up into 4th place. He's doing well too. And DJ hasn't let him slither away at all. He's kept him in tight formation for this entire race that we've watched. The field coming through now. There's Dean Tisto. He's got Q right on his exhaust fumes. Speak Loud up into 11th. And Judoka there in 12th. We've lost 3 drivers. I know one of them's probably to an injury. It was a great save from Rocky. This is Gnarly in the second green machine out there. He's got the white wing mirrors. So these two on the same team. 2 Rockefeller Racing drivers. Is Speak Loud going to have a run? That's where he had his accident a few laps ago. I think we've lost one of the swordsmen. We've lost Swordsman is one of them. Not currently yet. 130R. Speak Loud. He did show a nose. And Judoka's catching up. So Dino Judoka actually goes into the pit lane that lap. Speak Loud, look how close he's getting to the back of his teammate. But Gnarly got it covered in that Aston Martin. He's been driving this car now for a long time. And definitely getting the run of this car, the feel of it. It'll be quite an intimate relationship between Gnarly and the Aston. That'll be the same. No, we've still got Swordsman. I'll take that back. Swordsman's here in 13th. Judoka's there. Swordsman there in 12th. He was in an accident earlier on. You can see all the damage he's wearing. Bit of an update. So Swordsman on those mediums at the moment. Mediums now for Judoka, so you can tick him off your medium list. He's running the mandatory medium compound. Softs there for Autista. J-Mag on the same compound as well. He's following suit with the leader of this race. Arrowhead, DJ. Then it's Formula. It's going to be then Exotica. Tisto, he's got some newer compounds. Catch, he's got Super Q, who's also on the medium tyre. Usually Q's in the chat, keeping a good old eye on all the compounds out there. Super Q, look at this. Catch, got his work cut out for him. That Honda. Oh, he almost had the run, but he didn't have the traction. And he's had to let off. There's his Speak Loud. It's got softs. Gnarly got softs. What is Catch going to? He's getting a lot of fuel there. Onto the soft tyre again. And he's going to come out in 11th place. Just in front of both Judoka. Oh, Swordsman. What has happened? Has he had an accident coming into the pit lane? Surely not. This is drama for this man. He was doing so well in Spa. Oh, look at that. That's so unfortunate for him. So he's into the pits. Look at all the damage he's got as well on the car. It's flashing red. So soft tyres. Just trying to see what happened. Out of the triangle. Oh, the back end of the car just flicked out. And he's taken a lot of damage. That's going to be tough for him to continue. It is so hard to pick yourself up after an accident like that. Yeah, 2 seasons, you're not wrong, Vic. Finale and Rocky. In the Aston Martin. They've been stuck with it for a while. Pretty similar to my Phelps Racing. The 458. That I use here on GT Sport. I had a go at Laguna Seca last night. I was going to stream it. Lucky I didn't, because it was an absolutely disgusting race. I just couldn't get it together. I got a 3-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag that Didn't show up on my screen, but there was an accident, but I overtook a guy off the track, so I got a penalty for that. And yeah, it just went downhill from there. Earl McNulty following us. Welcome along. So good to have your support, Earl. Thank you for the new follow. Now this one is going to come down to the wire here today between these two. Both Autista and J-Mag, they haven't left each other's sides now for 12 laps. We're about to hit the halfway point. There's not much that can separate them. Arrowhead there, but this is the train that doesn't give up. This is the engine. It is now DJ. It has swapped a few times. And Formula, squeeze. Oh, that's a weird spot to squeeze on through. Didn't quite make it. DJ though, he'll get the power down and he'll get away nicely. This is Exotica fighting Neen Tisto up towards the Degners. On board with Neen Tisto. A little bit of an overtake. Surely DJ, no, he squeezed it back. You see Formula's just had to drop back in behind. So Neen Tisto's got a great view of everything happening. Watch this unfold. A little bit of clashing and clanging. Formula though, he's through. Neen Tisto, he's having a crack. Here they go up towards 130R. This is incredible racing. Side-by-side action, all four. They get back into the train formation and through 130R cleanly. And then they're back into it again, overtaking before the triangle. Formula now leads this one. Neen Tisto moved up one. There's Speak Loud up into 8th. Neen Tisto rides on through as one of the train peels off to take to the pit lane. It was Exotica. Up into the first turn. DJ and Formula are bringing a great little racing action towards us today. There's been a lot going on between those guys. It's been really good to watch. You can see Neen Tisto's really got the pace up through the corners over the AMGs, the heavier AMG, using that Toyota to his advantage. He's a lot more nimble through the turns, but he's a little bit disadvantaged down those straights. But he's keeping with them. And Neen Tisto, you never discount this man. Well, Earl's a new signed Rockefeller, awesome. There was a little bit of a argy-bargy there. DJ almost went sideways into the hairpin. Oh, he's had to back out of that one. Neen Tisto takes the position. This is the action before last lap. Watch this. Squeezed on through. I don't know how DJ kept it on the track. There's a car right next to him. And then Formula's like, thank you, I'll take that one. Missed the whole show, Zero. Not at all. The show's just getting started, bro. So welcome along. Now Marzan leads this championship. He races for Neen Tisto's team. What happened to... Why is Neen Tisto so far up and DJ so far down? Was there an accident? Neen Tisto's doing well. Not sure if we'll be able to see anything. No, he was already ahead. Side by side now with Formula. He's actually given her a run for the down the straights. He must have the power down a lot sooner. Into the first turn. And Neen Tisto, he's done the impossible. He's gotten past all the AMG Mercedes and the Nissan GTR in the little Toyota that could. Let's have a look. Look at this. Power down a lot earlier in the slipstream. Formula doing a little, look at the difference in kilometres, it's not a lot. But Neen Tisto's just got the edge out by about 5-6 kilometres. And into the first turn, that's all you need. So, he's working his way up. Oh no, what has happened? What has happened to our man Formula? He's been caught out at the Degners. His soft tyres are giving way. This is where the mistakes start to come in, past the halfway point now. Into the Degners here, he was pushing hard. Oh, the back end flicked out, and he's just hit the gravel trap, and that slowed him down. So Formula there with a bit of a mistake. It was a nice pass, Zero. It was a very nice pass. I'm very impressed with his ability. Bautista leading though. He's led every single lap now, coming up to the end of lap 14. And he's over 14 laps. He's only managed to build up an 8/10 lead. So J-Mac's doing a fantastic job for Team DNA. Bautista's currently running 4th in this Drivers' Championship. Tisto is 2nd, so some points to be swapped there. J-Mag is running 6th place overall, and he's running 2nd today. So J-Mag driving out of his skin. This is Arrowhead from Rockefeller. He's up into 3rd. Arrowhead is actually 10th overall in this driver, so he's really improved over this season, and he's coming a long way in the elite division. This boxing match hasn't finished yet. Somehow Tisto has beaten the big heavyweights of Exotica and DJ, and he is now leading over this little scrap which has been forming over the last 15 or so laps. He come out of the pit lane. It was on, wasn't it? It was an upper hook, a left hook, and Exotica still on the back foot. Great little move from Tisto, and a great move strategically as well. Through the Degners. Let's get you an update in the tyres because things are changing. Softs for Tisto. Softs for Exotica. DJ going for a move around the outside. Catch and Super Q are doing exactly the same thing. Catch stays ahead. Super Q back onto the soft tire. Gnarly on the soft as well. Speak loud on the medium so we can tick speak off. Formula's on the soft. He's down in 11th place, but he has pitted. Judoka there in 12th. He's on the soft. And Swordsman is on the soft again. Bautista's also back onto those nice and soft tyres. And Arrowhead on the medium, so we can tick our Arrowhead off our medium compound list. Remember, if you are new, they've got to use the medium compound at least once here. So let's go through the drivers that have actually gone through the medium tyre today. Because it's not all of them yet. We've got Catch, we've got Judoka, we've got Arrowhead, we've got Tisto, Speak Loud, Super Q, and Swordsman. We've all watched use the medium tyre. The rest of them, they will need to pit at some point and get onto that mandatory medium. They only need to use it for 1 lap, but they will probably use it for a stint. Whatever that might be, 5 to 6 laps. Oh, here we go. These two, they aren't giving up. They're old foes, aren't they? Catch and Super Q. Coming in today to fill in for some of the drivers that can't make it. I'm sure some of them are actually down in Sydney today for the FIA GTC event in Sydney. I'd love to go to that, but don't have the money, unfortunately. I did plan on going, but it was too... If the Sydney event was, say, in June or July, I probably would have made it, but I just didn't have the money after Christmas. So it's awesome that Gran Turismo's coming to Australia and Asia for the first time, but I just don't have the cash. I could drive there, it'd take me 8 hours, but then I have to stay in Sydney, and I don't know if I want to do that. Anyway, Catch leading. Still in 7th. He's got it all to play for right now. Arrowhead's back into the pit lane. He's going to get rid of those medium compound. Bit of splash and dash for Arrow. Let's see where he rejoins this circuit. Back up into 3rd, not surprisingly, just ahead of Neen Tisto. Surely he's not going to get him, is he? Oh, they're going to be almost side on through turn 1. Neen Tisto is on an absolute mission now to steal the podium away from Rockefeller's Arrow. And that was so close. This is what Neen Tisto saw. He saw a car exiting the pit lane. Oh, and Arrows just managed to hold it off from him. That was close action. And it still is. This is going to be one to keep an eye on. Ooh, Zero's loving the action. That's good. This is when things get interesting. When the compounds and the strategies make for an interesting race. Sometimes you're like, they're nowhere near each other, and then all of a sudden, everyone's back in fighting form, scraping door panels with each other and sharing paint. And I think they're about to be doing that in just a moment, actually. Exotica for Black Dragon Racing Team. He's doing well. He's up into 5th. Just trying to find Exotica on my list. He's down there in 20th overall. He's got 7 points to his name, so if he can finish 5th today, that'll be a big boost to his driver's points. Big boost. It's the battle for 3rd, though, that's got us on the edge of our seats, because Neen Tisto, he's right up there for a podium finish. He is not far from staking one of these 3rd places today. Here we go. He's got the power. He's pushing hard into the first turn once again. But he's still hopelessly chasing at the moment. That AMG just seems to have the better of him. Arrowhead driving one of his best drives, one of his best races to date. And he's got a whole host of people cheering him on here on the internet, streaming here on Demo 1. So thanks again for joining, everyone. If you haven't already and you're enjoying what you're watching, don't forget you can support us today. Well, just by hitting the like button or subscribe if you haven't already, because there's a lot more racing here on this Demo 1 channel. And talking esports, like I said, if you want to talk all things sim racing with me, I haven't got a plan for when that's going to happen. But when it does, because I'm just randomly going to do it when I've got the time, we can talk about everything happening in the professional sim racing world. So make sure you've joined us for that. Exotica, though. Thank you, Robert Williams. He wants to join. Thanks for following us. Exotica, he's still just ahead of DJ. Autista, the race leader, into the pit lane. And J-Mag has followed as well. Up towards 130R right now. The drivers on the edge of their seats. And Exotica just ahead. J-Mag, he's jumped. Somehow he's jumped Autista in the pits. It's probably due to fuel. Have a look at the fuel. So he's gone onto the mediums, J-Mag. And Autista's on the soft. I haven't got Autista with a medium tyre yet. So look at, there's Autista's fuel. Oh, J-Mag didn't take any fuel. That is how that happened. So I'd imagine J-Mag's doing a very short stint on these mediums. Very, very interesting. Oh, there's lots of strategies, Vic. This is really good today. Everybody usually does 1 or 2 strategies. Today, there's been about 20. And I don't know how many different permutations you can have with a field of 15. But I feel like there's been a huge amount of strategies. This is a very different one. J-Mag's decided not to take to the fuel. He's come out ahead of Autista here. Autista hasn't taken the medium tyre yet. Not from our calculations anyway. J-Mag has. This could be a huge game changer in this one. But he needs to take fuel. Autista's going to get around him. Surely not at 130R. This could be dramatic. Oh, he somehow squeezed around there. I don't know how he's managed to do that, but Autista, one of the biggest GT3 cars against one of the other biggest GT3 cars, just slots around 130R. Watch this. It's coming up, coming up. He had the run, he had the pace. Oh, there was a bit of braking action from those around him. Not from this man though. And not surprisingly, J-Mag's into the pit lane, getting rid of those mediums. He's back out into second, and he's now caught back up with Arrowhead and Nintisto. So this is the medium compound. This is what it does. Sometimes you think the fast guys are way ahead of the pack. Once they take that medium tyre, they're forced back into the rest of the field that have also taken the medium tyre. Arrowhead, Nintisto, they've all done their medium. J-Mag, I'm looking for his fuel now. He did take fuel. Arrowhead, I think, is going to need to take fuel as well, and Nintisto as well. So that's going to push them further back, unfortunately. Bautista did take a little bit of fuel, not a lot. He's taken a few splashes and dashes here and there through some of his stops, so it's actually helped him just stay just ahead of the rest of the field. Well, let's get you an update to the rest of everybody and show you what the fuel situation's looking like. This is J-Mag, he's half tank now. Arrowhead, quarter. Nintisto's almost empty. DJ, almost empty. Formula is quarter. So this is another thing too to look out for, guys. It's the fuel strategies. Catch has got almost half tank. Judoka, quarter. Super Q, he's half tank. Speak is half. Gnarly's half. Oh, Gnarly's on the medium too. So tick him off. And our leader, Autista, makes it another lap. J-Mag in second. He's building a lead now over those in behind him. But it's Arrowhead and Nintisto. They haven't been separated now for at least 5 laps. And Nintisto's going to give it to him now all the way to the end, I'd imagine. DJ's in. DJ's yet to do his medium stint. Is he going to do it here? He's gone back out onto the soft tyre. And DJ's going to come right up side by side with Catch. Oh, once again, the car leaving the pit lane has come out just ahead of those on track. And Judoka watched that one happen all ahead of him. Fantastic racing action now as all the drivers start concertinaing back up towards the run to the end. We've got 7 laps to go. And we're waiting now for a dramatic finish. We're waiting for the race leader to take mediums and fuel. I'd imagine Autista's going to take mediums to the end. Because he's still yet to do it. DJ. As DJ. He's taken softs. So right now, it's really just a matter of what's everyone going to do? How's everyone going to finish up? Because it's starting to look very interesting. Arrowhead has built just a slight lead over Nintisto, almost a second now. So that exceptional pace of the AMG, he's using it to his advantage here today. Might as well, this is a track for it. Nintisto's going to come in. What does Formula do? Formula, on my calculation, still needs to take mediums. DJ's alright. Exotica goes through. Formula runs through. Nintisto, this is going to be so close between the rest of the field now. He's come out just in fourth. Where is Formula? There he is. So Nintisto happily come out ahead of the rest of the field, so he can just work on his race now. These three here, Formula, Exotica. Sorry, Formula, DJ and Autista are the only three I don't have a medium tyre down for. So either I missed it, or they're going to do it at the end. Let's have a look at their tyre situation. Maybe for Formula. DJ, he's probably done it at some point, because they're new tyres. Who knows, maybe he'll do a lap. Autista, he needs fuel. This man's going to have to come in this lap. All next lap. He's the race leader by 12 seconds. That's a huge gap over the rest of them. He's gone long. He's gone the longest of any of the front runners. And we're just waiting now to see when his final pit stop is. It's not going to be this lap, so he's still got fuel for another lap or two. J-Mag will be waiting to see Autista's name flash up as inside the pit lane. So J-Mag can get to work and get those quick laps in. That's what he needs to do now, J-Mag. Let's have a look at the times on the screen. So J-Mag did a 1:58, and then he's just done a 1:59. Arrowhead's into the pit lane. J-Mag's slowing down there that lap. Arrowhead needed fuel. This is going to change things maybe. He's back out into third. There's Nintisto. Surely. Oh, Nintisto's done it around the outside. And Arrowhead now has a fight on his hands for the last 6 laps. He needs to fight Nintisto off. Nintisto has fuel. Does he have enough? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say Nintisto's got enough. Here we go. This is about to get very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing in behind. All the drivers went in. Formula went in too, so maybe Formula's on the mediums. And there was Arrowhead, and it wasn't as close as Arrowhead wanted. It was a little bit too far behind that time. And that gave Nintisto the run. Arrowhead not giving up. The battle for third, though, not over just yet. So don't take your eyes off this one, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a big fight on our hands now in the final 6 laps of this one. It's Nintisto versus Arrowhead from Rockefeller Racing. It's then Exotica up into 5th. DJ. Tyres for DJ. Let's have a look. Softs. Catches up into 7th. Formula on the mediums now. So Formula can tick off his medium. Judoka there in behind him. Judoka's in 9th. He's got new softs as well. This is going to be a tough one for Formula to fight off. Here we go. Autista got rid of the mediums. As Judoka gets a bit of a run. J-Mag now leads. Autista's come out into 2nd place. This is Autista leading. That was Autista's gap back there on lap 23. We're on lap 24 now. And Autista's in 2nd place. I can't believe how this has changed. So Autista's running the mediums to the end. party. We pretty much caught everyone as they were on their medium stints. So let's keep a very, very close eye on the timings of both Autista and J-Mag. It's going to be very important. We'll be able to get a bit of a baseline from J-Mag. His last lap was a 1:5.95. So J-Mag, a 1:5.95. I'm pretty sure he's on soft tyres. He is. They're a little bit worn. They're not hugely worn, but in the next 5 or 6 laps, he will be having to deal with those a little. So this one is going to come down to strategy. This is huge here. Autista will have fresher tyres. Definitely. Nintisto and Arrowhead, though, they're still going neck and neck. Tristan Jones has liked the stream. Thank you very much, Tristan. Is on the final run to the end. This one is going to be a huge conclusion. What is the climax here at Suzuka? What hasn't been written yet? Arrowhead, is he about to take away that 3rd place? Thank you, Ander Rivera, sorry. Ander Rivera, thank you for liking and supporting us. Ander. Here we go, Arrowhead. Oh, he showed a nose again. He's looking very aggressive now, isn't he? Arrowhead knows this is a podium that he's worked so hard to get. And it's just been stolen from Nintisto, who's come from back through the midfield. Let's get an update on J-Mag's time, a 1:5.96. Thank you, Nick Rivera as well. The Rivera family enjoying tonight's race. Awesome. Thank you, Nick. Now let's get an update on Autista's time. 1:5.80. That was his out lap. So J-Mag, he's just done a 1:5.95, then a 1:5.96, so he's very consistent at the moment. We've got to see what Autista does at the end of this one. This is Nintisto. Yes, that's it. The Rivera fan, that's it, bro. Represent. The DNA boys in here as well. Arrowhead just out of reach at the moment, isn't he? He'll be screaming and screaming to get that spot back. Exotica's got 5th, looks like. There's Judoka in 7th. This is Catch. He's just ahead of Super Q. Speak Loud's up into 10th, so he's managed to get back a spot after that accident. Formula's all the way down in 11th. He was looking good, but looks like his strategy was making him look a little bit stronger than he was. And there's Swordsman in 13th. He's just had all the issues today. Oh, Exotica's in. Exotica's got to go into the pits. Actually, Exotica hadn't done his medium stint. Here we go. The only other one I haven't got ticked off is DJ, but I'm sure DJ's done it at some point. Well, he might have to come in actually at the end, so could be a lap on the mediums for DJ. But Exotica's come out on some fresh mediums too. Judoka there giving chase, because this one's going to be really tight between those two as well. So 6th and 7th. Let's go back up to the front. Let's have a look at the time J-Mag did then. He did a 2-minute that lap. So there was something wrong that lap. Autista, 2 minutes, 2. So they're lapping the same time right now. That's not that Autista at this pace is not going to catch up. He needs to lap quicker than that. J-Mag getting away with it. His tyres are starting to fall off the edge slightly. His lap times are dropping. Are they going to drop enough in the next 2 laps? In And this is the battle for third. Arrowhead still giving chase. And Neen Tisto once again defending for his life. Defending for the podium. Arrowhead trying to sneak it up the inside. It would be the outside into the triangle. But Neen Tisto was all over it. He gets the power down quicker too. Arrowhead giving chase down towards the front straight. They'll come across the start-finish line again. Arrowhead ticks over in his head. He says, this is the penultimate lap. I need to make something of it. He gets a bit around the outside. Arrowhead, he's gone up into third just for the short moment. DJ's into the pit, so DJ will be doing a lap on the mediums there. That is now everybody on the compound list done with the mediums. Gnarly's down in 12th. There's Judoka, he's moved up into 5th. Oh, there's a bit of an action, bit of a battle. Oh, Exotica and DJ's come out of the pit lane. Oh, that was huge drama. Exotica's caused himself an issue somewhere. He's down into 7th place. He was up into 5th before. He was looking so good for points too. This is going to come down to the final lap here, folks. This is what happened to Exotica. Oh, look at that. He's totally missed lap 1, turn 1. Not lap 1, lap 27. The penultimate lap, one of the most important laps. He's now amongst the rest of the field. DJ's starting to get away. He's got mediums on. J-Mag, 2 minutes that last lap. Bautista, 2 minutes as well. Let's have a look at the fuel situation. Bautista's got a lot of fuel. I think he's got a little bit too much. And J-Mag, well, coming up to the final lap, and I think J-Mag's right. J-Mag's got just enough fuel. Bautista's got way too much in the tank there. He's done a little bit too much. I don't know what happened there. But that's going to be his downfall, I'd imagine. Let's have a look at Neen Tisto. Neen Tisto's good on fuel too. And Arrowhead is starting to drop off. So, looks like this one is all but over now for that podium spot as we hit the final lap. Judoka's coming around in 5th place. He's all by himself now. DJ just ahead. Exotica, he's got Catch just on his tailpipes. And Catch will know he's got a last chance effort now to push forward into the standings. He's currently sitting 8th. Super Q and Speed Cloud. Speed Cloud's going to get one back right at the death into the first turn, and it's Super Q who doesn't have the confidence into the first turn. And Speak probably, he's been lining that one up now for the last few laps. Let's have a look. It was so good from Speak. Just so much later on the brakes. You can see the car jump forward. And Q's car was sitting on the front wheels a little bit earlier. Thank you, Sebastian Mattias, for liking the stream. Thanks for your support. J-Mag, though, leading. This is going to be a great win for him if he can hold it together now. He's just got a few corners to go. 130 yards just ahead of him. Bautista, he can't believe. If he's looking at his fuel gauge right now, he knows he's got too much in the tank. That's what's hurt him here. That's the difference. A little bit of a slipstream effect. Is it going to be enough for Bautista up towards the last few corners? He might have a last chance effort. A huge dive into the triangle. If it is, it'll be very optimistic of him. No, he stands back. He knows he can't upset J-Mag too much right now because he's about to come around the last corner, and get that win. It'll be a win for J-Mag and Bautista, separated by only 5/10. Neen Tisto has kept his lead over Arrowhead, and Arrowhead will be so disappointed, but it was a good run from both of these lads. And Neen Tisto takes that flag. Arrowhead in 4th place. Judoka, he got 5th place there at the end. Oh, what is going on here? This is a huge moment for 6th, 7th, and 8th. There was a lot of mismatching going on. Oh, Exotica's trying to get around. Catch as well. Oh, there could be a huge drama at the end. They've come around the final corner, but they've held it together. And everybody comes across the line in a train. And that was super close there at the end. Huge moment for everybody. there's a lot going on here. Oh, Exotica went around the outside at 130R. And that's what's caused a bit of the issue. And Catch tried to squeeze on by, but it didn't quite work in time. Huge, huge moment. Great finish as well. And here's Gnarly, he takes 12th. So Gnarly fell off the end there, and Swordsman will finish his run. But it's going to be J-Mag the winner today. Well done to J-Mag and Autista. What a race from those two. Yeah, it was overfueling in the end there. That hurt Autista, that's all it was. So there we go, there's your final classifications. And thanks to everyone that has come in today. Don't forget, if you want to catch more racing, don't forget to subscribe to us here on Demo 1. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook every time. So you can pick your favourite place to watch. Now, we're about to go into the interviews. Let's get you the results on screen. I will set the replay first. Race results. There they are. Autista got the fastest lap, 1:5.82. And let's talk to him. Let's talk to him about his overfueling and whatever else happened. We're going to have them in the interview room. Dun, dun, dun. I can't remember where to go now. There we go. Probably got to tell the guys what I usually got to tell them who's going into the interview. It'll be Autista, J-Mag, Nintisto, and Arrow today. But congratulations to J-Mag there. Fantastic run from him. Awesome race there in the end. Just waiting to talk to them. There's J-Mag here. J-Mag. Well, the winner made it. There's Autista. Well, I'll start with you, J-Mag, if you're ready. Hang on.
Yep, I'm here.
You're here and good. Awesome. Well, well done on the win, bro. Haven't seen you up on the winner circle for a while, so it's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I can't remember the last time I actually was on the top side of the podium in this, so I think it was like a preseason event, so it's certainly been a while.
Yeah, you come out ahead of Autista out of the pit lane, and then you stayed ahead after a little while. I mean, Autista did get you at 130R, but then after the next pit lane and everything, you stayed ahead for the end of the race. Did you expect that one at all? Because Autista had a good lead.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Autista was honestly dragging me along for most of the race. I was just trying to stay in his toe and keep up with him. I was a little rusty at the start, and I was just trying to get into a good rhythm, and it was kind of good to stay behind him and get into a good rhythm. But no, honestly, I feel like this was all down to strategy. I came out ahead of him, I think the second to last stop. He refueled, I didn't, but I actually took my medium lap on my second to last stop.
Yep.
So that's why I got ahead of him, and then I wasn't, I was surprised that he was going for it on the 130R, but I wasn't going to fight it too much and just let him go, and then just immediately come back in and refuel and be on my last stop of softs. But I had to push those 9 laps, and yeah, definitely I was kind of sweating the last few laps because it's like, when are these tires going to give up? And yeah, they started to give up on the 2 laps to go. So
what if I told you Autista overfueled?
Oh, well, I guess you kind of have to with the Lambo.
Yeah. What happened there, Autista? Overfueling was your only downfall today.
Man, no, I actually messed up my strategy. My second to last pit stop was supposed to be on mediums, but
Right.
I hit the X button and chose soft,
Yep.
and I didn't realize until I got out the pit stop. So I refueled for my short pit stint with the mediums, and then I realized I had the soft, but with low fuel, and that messed me up, man. I got caught up in my mistake, and then I went out at T1 and then 130R again, and it was messy for me. But J-Mac did had a great race. He had me, man, he had pressure on me for basically the whole race.
Yeah.
No breathing room. He did a better race. I just messed up my strategy and got caught up in my mind and with, betting myself up. And then I actually refueled. Like I ended up like with 4 laps of fuel. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It looked weird. We
it
just
was a
saw your
good
tank.
race anyway.
Yeah, we just saw your fuel tank, and I was just like, okay, there's something going on here because there's too much.
Yeah, it was the 26th lap. I still had like 6.8 laps of fuel. I was like, what the heck? What the heck happened here? I thought I refueled for 5 laps. But I don't know.
Maybe we found a glitch or something. I don't know. These things happen.
Who knows? But great race, J-Mac. Great race.
Thank you, same to you, man.
It was. Yeah, you didn't give up. You're right. J-Mag, you were on his tail the whole way, but you're saying you pulled him along. Arrowhead, though. Third place for a lot of it, man. And then Neen Tisto jumped ahead of you, and you tried. You tried, but
he jumped me in the pits. I don't know how he did it, but he sure did. Congrats to him. He did a really good job. So
yeah,
just couldn't get around him.
No, Neen Tisto's one of those guys. He'll start in the midfield, and then by the end of the race, he's fighting for podiums, and he did that again today.
Absolutely he did. I hadn't been feeling the track all week. Gave Rocky a late night call last night, and he kind of pepped me up a little bit and gave me some pointers, and I did better than what I had planned on doing, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it must hurt though being so close to a podium. Have you hadn't had a podium finish yet in the elite division?
Nah, I hadn't, not yet. It was so close, but it's I'll take it. I'm happy with it, so I'll ride the high for all week long.
That's what I like to hear. Well then, I can't. What's the next track we're going to after Suzuka? I haven't seen the schedule after here yet.
I could not tell you.
Oh, how do you think you're going to run?
I'm hoping I do as well as I did today. Practice. To these guys are really quick. There's no way I was going to keep up with J-Mag and Atista. They just, after the 3rd or 4th lap, the tire wear kicked in. They just left me behind. So
It did. It was a good one for them. And
yeah, I'm happy with it.
That's good. And J-Mag, next race for you. Practice starts today, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much. I need to put in the practice. I have not put in any practice lately, so this was honestly my first few laps within a week. So need to put in the practice for sure. I don't want to encourage everyone. That's the method to go. Don't go with no practice. So
yeah, that can hurt you sometimes. And Autista for you, practice again. What's your schedule?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go and do some liveries just to let it go. Well, definitely we have to practice. This season hasn't been good at all. The FIA.
Yep.
So SFR is like, the good series where you just have fun and race with friends, and that's it. That's all you need.
That's right.
So maybe tomorrow I'll start practicing, or I don't know. Let's see.
I know the penalties in the current season have been a little bit, heavy, and then not on it sometimes before the patch. It's just been a little bit.
I still haven't gotten those penalties penalties for some reason. I've been lucky enough, I guess. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten any of them. But yeah, I've seen Armando and Marcin and Esme, all my teammates get these crazy penalties for I don't know what. So it's been kind of weird because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I remember
I feel like
earlier.
they should have.
What about you, J-Mag?
I was gonna say I feel like they should have left it alone like it was at the end of FIA season if I was good, but I understand you got to tweak some stuff in the off season. But yeah, it was fine to me at least. I felt like it was fine the way it was at the end of regular FIA season.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've gone too harsh, too soft, and then now it's like a jack out of the box. You don't know what you're gonna get.
No, yeah,
So
it's a little bit weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I understand they got to test some things in the off season. So
Oh well, they're probably playing
And
around
new
with
BOP
things
is coming up.
not telling us. Well, sorry.
no, nobody except the aliens.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having a chat, lads, and yeah, good luck in 2 weeks. It's been a good talk, so thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, appreciate
Great
you,
race,
Josh.
guys. Awesome.
Great
Great
race.
race anyway.
Great race,
Congrats
guys.
on the win,
Josh,
guys.
thank you as always
Congrats.
for hosting.
Thanks. See ya later.
No worries. All right. Well,
All right.
that's going to end today's broadcast. So thank you very much for sticking around for the interviews if you did so, and thanks to Catch for being the poster boy today for the what do you call that, background there. So thank you very much, Catch, and yeah, well done to J-Mag, Autista, and Neen Tisto. And Neen Tisto wasn't there in the interviews, but Arrowhead was kind enough to come along. Anyway, that will end tonight's stream. That'll end tonight's coverage. So my name's Josh Gain, and this is Demo 1. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, because we'll have lots of sim racing and esports talk coming up, including other racing as well. So until then, good night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.